This is CJ Kamu. This is the second chapter of the P's to Success, which is a combination of a short podcast series as well as an ebook that'll be coming up shortly. Chapter 2, I'd like to talk about the word problem. Problem in two respects. One, if you're a new entrepreneur that are looking to get in the business, you've got to ask yourself, what exactly is the problem I am attempting to solve? If you're going to be just another Me Too business trying to replicate what is already in existence, you might find the fact that you'll be on the short end of a very long list of businesses that shut down. Almost 90% of businesses do not make it for a variety of reasons. Perhaps they don't follow the 10 P's to success, starting off with the very first one, chapter 1, called purpose. Chapter 2 today, we're talking about problem. So when identifying a problem in the pursuit of a business, you must think it all the way through to the point that how is it that your, again, product or service is going to impact and change not only the way people live or function, but continue to come back to you and become a customer on a residual long-term basis. Building brand loyalty is extraordinarily important in any business, and that's something else I've talked about in my YouTube channel series. The second half of the piece of success, focusing on the word problem, is for existing corporations. I don't care if you're a Fortune 100 or if you're a Fortune 500 corporation. Many CEOs that I've talked to in the past, and also currently, when I ask them, what exactly is your problem? A lot of CEOs don't always know what their problem is. They think it's just sales. But candidly, you'll find in interviewing CEOs like I have done and working with them and structuring and turning companies around, the reason they have a problem is they've lost focus on what their business is. So I don't care if you're a manufacturer, a service provider, a technology, consumer products company, no matter what category you're in, the problem you fall into is when you lose focus of why you started your enterprise and your business. So the problem becomes back into what is our purpose? What is it that we're trying to accomplish? What is the need we're trying to fulfill? Are we trying to put a circle into a square peg? Are we trying to force consumers to change their thinking? Are we simply trying to navigate a new path for people that are already going down that particular category and offer them something even more unique and even simpler and even better? One of the most powerful tools that all business people have, whether you are, again, a seasoned business executive or a young startup entrepreneur, is the power of artificial intelligence. There are many platforms out there. A lot of you have probably heard of them. This is not a toy. This is not some hobby. The power of AI, what it can do for you, if you spend the time to interact with it to the point that you create a profile so AI knows who you are, tell them all about yourself, your background, your education, your experience, your resume, and what you're trying to accomplish in as much detail as you can. The AI platforms will give you probably the strongest, most powerful advice that you can reason with and decide if the path that you're on is going to be something that's going to be successful. Find the problem. Identify the problem, so when you do get into a situation where you're launching or you're relaunching a business that's existing, you know what direction to go to. Business is tough enough, but if you do not identify the problem clearly, then you're going to find a situation where you are going to run out of fuel, you're going to run out of runway, and unfortunately, you're going to end up shutting down. Focus on some of these things. More information will be available in the podcast series. Chapter 2, problem. Again, young enterprising or seasoned companies. Make sure you know what it is. Otherwise, you are the problem. Good luck.